Like peace and love, everyone. Don't make war. Make love. Now on with the group sex. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and ridiculousness. I might be nipping out because guess what? It is freezing cold down here in the basement, but don't worry, we're talking about a Netflix movie that is landing on the platform this Friday, and it is a powerful historical film, and it's called The Trial of the Chicago 7. The infamous 1969 trial of 7 defendants charged by the federal government with conspiracy and more arising from the counterculture protest in Chicago at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. So is this new trial of the Chicago 7 a must-see, awesome movie on the Netflix platform? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of the Chicago 7, if you are aware of it, have watched this one, or now very much looking forward to it. Now let's get into some of the good. So right off the bat, I was looking forward to this film. Not only the cast, which we will get into later, the historical moments that we'll get into later, surprise, surprise, but the people behind this one. This film, The Trial of the Chicago 7, is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. And if you're not familiar with his previous work, he also did the screenplay for The Social Network. He was in charge of doing The West Wing for years and years and years. So this guy knows how to craft essentially interactive, engaging content that is in a courtroom that should essentially be boring. You know how a courtroom goes. It's like blah, 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 blah. Hit the gavel, you're out of order, you're out of order. No, they do a great job, or he does, along with everyone else involved in this film. They do a great job of really crafting this setting of the courtroom, but also bringing in all of these characters that come from all of these different backgrounds, and then crafting it in such a way that is almost funny, the subtle humor, engaging, serious, but also interesting and historical because it jumps back to the actual kind of riots and everything that was happening in the Chicago park and everything that essentially led up to this trial. It does a great job of keeping you intrigued, but also showing you the historical elements, almost how this changed history here in the United States, and the fight, I think it was in 1968 and 69, nice, of fighting against or protesting the Vietnam War, essentially. So, the technical aspects and the way that the story is crafted is wonderful. But the talent here, bringing it in, is what sets this movie apart from other movies that maybe tackle this source material or tackle historical elements, because you have all of these different people from, I said, like those groups. You have Eddie Redmayne, who is kind of like the young Democratic people that are kind of wanting to be future politicians and whatnot. You have Sacha Baron Cohen and Jeremy Strong being the yippies, or kind of the hippie, like, hey man, peace and love. You also have the Black Panthers along with another group. So you can see how all of these different characters come in and make this mishmash of the 7, the Chicago 7, that each bring a different personality, a different vibe, a different element to the courtroom, but also the story as well. But the performances from all of these guys are what is amazing. Jeremy Strong and Sacha Baron Cohen are wonderfully delightful in this movie because they are almost the comedic relief, but they also don't break character. They are some of the best in this movie. Mark Rylance, as the essentially defendant, I believe, for the Chicago 7, is by far, I think, the standout for myself. He is wonderful. But then Eddie Redmayne, Michael Keaton, and a handful of other people in this movie are wonderful. This movie is story, script, technically driven, but also the performances are some of the best. And I think that this does a great job of, again, I wasn't too aware of these historical events, and I think that this Chicago 7 does a wonderful job of really crafting what was going on in that time. The protest against the Vietnam War, people being sent over to essentially just die in the thousands, and how these people here in the United States were trying to stand up against political parties, going to protest the Democratic National Convention in Chicago at that time, and how all of these different people, these groups, they had different ideals, but they each wanted essentially the same outcome of ending the protest, stopping the war, love and peace, essentially. So I loved how they took all of these different people that obviously different genres, different backgrounds and everything, and brought them together in this almost cohesive manner. Like, this was a wonderful movie. Now, getting into the negatives or the cons around the trial of the Chicago 7. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any. Maybe a nitpick here or there with, you know, an outfit, I don't know, some stupid nitpick. Otherwise, I thought that this was a very engaging, wonderful, powerful, well-acted, produced, everything film from Netflix. Overall, the trial of the Chicago 7 is a wonderful and powerful look at this historical event in American history, with it featuring wonderful writing and directing from Aaron Sorkin, performances that are just complement everything else, and historical elements. The story it's told in such an engaging way that keeps you interested from the beginning to the end, fully explaining and showing everything throughout this time period. With little to no nitpicks at all for the Chicago 7, I would highly, here we go. I would highly recommend checking out the trial of the Chicago 7. Again, I was interested from beginning to end. Everything blew me away. This is a must-see for Netflix. And surprise, surprise, I know I'm talking to you right there. Everyone has Netflix, so watch this movie this weekend. In closing, I'm going to give the trial of the Chicago 7 4.6 out of 5. No, you're out of order. So what did you all think of the trial of the Chicago 7? Have you seen it, not seen it, looking forward to it, already aware of the historical elements? I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways, though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, or right over there, you know, brand new content every single week here on the JBuck Studios channel. This weekend, who knows, I might go out and check out the new Liam Neeson's Taken, actually Honest Thief movie, so stay tuned for all of that. Follow my social media to stay up to date on everything I am producing. Jump over to Twitch and follow me at JBuck Studios, because it would very much help me. Like this video, subscribe to the JBuck Studios channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.